Well, first let me just uh, tell you and refreshing your memory that NURTW is a registered organization, like any other organization. It's a registered union. It has its own rules and regulations to which its members subscribe and to which which they have embraced, which they have collectively agreed to embrace. So, like any woman organization, especially one as big as NURTW, there is no way you won't have conflicts. But what is wrong in such a conflict is that, as you have observed, is affecting other Lagosians. And once this kind of thing happens and Lagosians are affected, then the government moves in to holding the instrumentality of the law to deal with the situation. And in that Idumota instance, this is what has happened. The law is there for anybody who causes breach of a peace, and the law has been able to take care of that, especially in this particular instance that you are talking about. I know that the matter has gone to court, and it's going to be sub judice for me to be commenting on it. But in general, there is nothing going on in Lagos that is exclusive to Lagos. And there is nothing going on here that is peculiar to Lagos. It is all in the character of growing mega cities all over the world. People come into Lagos every day in their thousands. Many of them do not have any address. All they are holding is that hope that they have in their minds that when they get to Lagos, their lot will be bettered. So when you have that kind of of activity coming into Lagos every day, people flooding the city, there is no way you will not have conflicts. There is no way you will not have one or two things that are not good for the society. Yeah, there's a misconception, as you have as you seem to have understood it now, that is a new levy. It is not a new levy. What has happened is that all the levies being paid by drivers have been harmonized into one, and it's been able to reduce what they used to pay. Most of the drivers are very happy, and they are saying that should this work, that is going to help them. Number one, if you look at a driver, take for example, who is working around Badagry, driving from Badagry to Lagos. He wants to go to Lagos Island, for example, or he wants to come to Lagos mainland. By the time he leaves for Badagry and gets a ticket there, then he gets to Ojo, he takes another ticket, then he gets to Orile, he takes another ticket. By the time he gets to Lagos Island, he must have collected like 4. And Lagos State government is saying this is not right. Or you are in a park, LASEPA comes, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, and gives you a ticket. Then LOMA, Lagos State Waste Management Agency, comes and gives you a ticket. So Ministry of Transportation comes and issues a ticket. So government is saying all of this can be harmonized, simplify the process. Then the driver himself is going to be seen as a taxpayer. He will get a tax card that he has paid his personal income tax. Then all the touts go hang around the road, collecting money from them in the name of working for local governments. They will have been exterminated. So these are the things that the new system is expected to do. It is not supposed to be a burden. Drivers have embraced it. They are happy about it. The local governments, they are excited about it. The Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria and then National Union of Road Transport Workers, they are bought into it because they have seen that that is the only way that sanity can be on the road. So the misconception about it is that it's going to cause an increase in fares. It's not going to do that at all. People are not going to pay more than they used to pay because the drivers are going to be paying less. Well, if like I said, the levies being collected by government agencies, if you have this kind of system that is transparent, that is foolproof, so that it's not that government money is going to private pockets, people, having their own tickets all over the place, and that you have just one ticket and you are paying just 800 naira instead of the former 3,000 or more that you used to pay. So the money will come into government purse, and government will add this to its revenue. And government revenue in Lagos State has been able to do a lot for us, to deliver for us all the roads that we have seen, over 600 of them done in the last 2 years or so, and then new schools that we are building and the ones that we have commissioned, the mother and child hospitals that we are building, and then the Massey Street Hospital that needs to be completed, then the research center that we need to build. So if we get such money, it's going to help our balance sheets. Yeah, the difference is very big, because when you are in the newsroom, you are not supposed to talk for the government. You are just supposed to be an observer too, and then to stand in the gap for your readers. But as a government official, I've been able to see that some of the things that we used to look at in the newsroom and criticize the government for, some of them are not even the government side. And that most of the time in the newsroom, you look at rights and privileges of people and you try to fight for them. But when you get to government, you see that it's not enough for people to be talking about their rights and privileges. There should also be responsibility. So there is a whole world of difference in it. Personally, or on a personal note, I miss writing my column. I miss editing my paper. And but all of the experience that I've gathered in the past 2.5 years, there are things that money cannot pay for. There are things that you cannot get in the newsroom. There are things that you have to be part of it to be able to know how it's working. So for me, it's a kind of two different worlds, but those of them one cannot do without the other. It's like the media, the government cannot do without the media, and the media cannot do without government. In fact, my plan was after leaving the newsroom as editor, I plan to be a teacher, so that all of the experiences that I had gathered, I should be able to impart them on people. But now I came in here, I never knew I was going to be coming to do public service, and for me it's a wonderful experience, and I think it's going to add more to the experience that I have gotten in the newsroom. I know there are plans for us to build new schools in Ekpe, and not just Ekpe, everywhere where you feel that there are pupils who don't have enough school facility. But the problem has been finding the land to build such schools. But I do not think we are going to encounter such a problem in Ekpe. So in Ekpe, there is going to be more schools. And apart from that, what is going on in the Lekki Free Trade Zone, there is no way that you can have such development, massive in nature and concrete in spectacle, that you are not going to have a big effect of it in Ekpe. So for us in Ekpe, I see new things coming up in Ekpe, housing projects, new schools, and then Ekpe houses very big number of our farmers, especially those in fishing, and there is a program for all of them and for us to have a fishing center around that place. The Ministry of Agri is coordinating that project, and so many other things that are coming up in Ekpe with what we have done with the emergency center commission in Ekpe. hospital and all that, you know that Epe is not a place that we have to neglect, because Lagosians in that area, they really love the Mr. Baide Sanwo-Olu and Obafemi Kadri Amsat, Dr. Amsat administration. So Epe is not going to be left behind at all.
Just like the commissioner has said, the government is working tirelessly to reduce traffic congestion in Lagos, and Lagosians are soon to enjoy easy movement to their desired destinations.